morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lika Kadobi. And before we get started, I'd like you guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. Here we go. Pedro Pascal pushes gender activism at Marvel's Fantastic Four premiere in Berlin. So, the movie is coming out in a couple weeks, but they started premiering the film in Berlin, and what he does is very dumb. I wish he did not push this, but of course, as usual, people like him get away with it. So this is what he had to say. He was in a Berlin premiere, and I guess somebody asked him a question about the trans community. So this is what he had to say.
It's important to, protect people and human beings, especially those that are simply asking for the right to exist in the bodies that belong to them and in the world that they never asked to be brought into. And it's a very, very small, vulnerable, inspiring, courageous, and brave community that fills me with a lot of inspiration. And so therefore I think that, it's very important to protect that in humanity. They would do that for us.
Now, I'm going to say this. Pedro Pascal is a good actor. I give him credit. He's one hell of an actor. He's done a lot of good performances in his movies, and I like that. But in outside reality, bro, he is kind of weird, bro. He's weird, the way he dresses, everything. But he's a good actor. I can't go wrong with that. But for him to do this kind of thing, bro, I think that's not how you should promote a movie, man. This is not a good way to promote the movie. But of course, you got me on the Hollywood media nowadays. They ask these type of questions, bro. And of course, you got people like Pedro that fall for it, man. And that's something that shouldn't be far. Now, just to remind you, Pedro has a sister who's a transgender, and that's why he did that, I'm guessing. And she's asking that she would like to portray herself in the X-Men franchise as Jean Grey. Now, I don't think that's not a good idea, but hey, Hollywood nowadays, they can do whatever the hell they want, but we'll see. We shall see. So this is the same actor who is being starred as Reed Richards, but this is his performance outside of Hollywood, of what he does and everything. Now, this was taken after the finishing project of Last of Us Part 2. Him dancing around and putting his tongue out and dancing with a rod and everything. I have a video on this. You guys can look for my articles and everything. And it's been a long while. And then, of course, you got this right here, his political address on the 2020 during the Biden and Trump election period. Of how he treated us, of how he treated this country, While Gina Carano said something different. But of course, she got fired at Disney Lucasfilm for her police. But of course, Pedro Pascal was kept under the loop of things. And then this is him. And as you notice, this is Dakota Fannings's sweater. And he dresses up as women in some of these Saturday Night Live series. And like I said, dude, I gotta admit, he's a good actor, but sometimes he just tends to be weird, man. But that's Pedro for you, man. That is Pedro Pascal doing this kind of thing in the premiere of the Fantastic Four. So we'll see how the movie plays out, and we'll see how that goes. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? So please, by all means, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel, and I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.